Faithfulness and loyalty are extremely important in committed relationships. To understand a person's capacity for faithfulness and loyalty, you have to either be in a relationship with them, study how they show up in their relationships, or get information from the people they've been or are in relationships with. And only one of these options can be trusted to easily provide you that information compared to the others with about 70% accuracy. And that is being in a relationship with them. Because at the beginning of the relationship, you won't be close enough to study how they move in their relationships or get information from the people they've been in relationships with. But the thing is, you need this information to determine if they are worth being committed to long term. And yeah, people are unruly variables, but there are signs that can show you that someone is capable of being faithful and loyal. One of them is paying enough attention to notice if they consistently do what they say they'll do at that early stage of the relationship. This does not mean that they can't fail or have a change in plans, but the number of times that happens has to be very minimal. The second and very important one is how faithful and loyal they are to themselves. Yes, when someone is faithful and loyal to themselves, they'll most likely show up that way in their relationships. And if they don't, it will be clear that it's because they don't want to, and not because they don't know how to be faithful or loyal. You'll know that they do not value you enough to be faithful or loyal to you. It's important that you choose someone who is faithful to themselves, someone who has faithfulness and loyalty as part of their core values with evidence, or at the very least, someone who understands this and is training themselves to be faithful and loyal to themselves with very good and consistent evidence. Because it won't be just about being faithful and loyal to you. It will be more about honoring themselves and their values. And then you get to enjoy that. When a person is faithful and loyal to themselves, it is a strong sign that they can be faithful in their relationships too, because they know how to stay committed to tasks, routines, and decisions. Someone who cannot commit to anything in their lives will most likely struggle to stay committed in relationships. They may not cheat, but they may sabotage the relationship in some way. Choose someone who has a track record of being steady, faithful, and loyal in their lives, especially with things or situations that are not so easy, and in more than one area of their lives. They may struggle in one area, but the more areas they are faithful in, the better. So pay attention. Like I said earlier, people are unruly variables. Relationships can be complex, and perfection is not guaranteed, but at least you can move forward knowing that you did your homework. That is, if anything bad happens.